Good morning, everybody. Actually, good afternoon. Sorry, it's 2 p.m. on Saturday in London. We're going to do a 45-minute Pilates session with some equipment. We're going to throw in the ball today. If you don't have a ball, feel free to grab a towel or anything that's a little bit soft that you can use between your knees or under your hips. We're also going to use a resistance loop. If you don't have a loop, but you do have a long band, you can always tie your band up and kind of create a loop. But if you don't have either of those things, you can still do the workout, just going through the motions without the equipment. So don't worry about it too much if you don't have anything to hand. We're going to start standing up, looking at your feet. Feet should be hip width apart, toes and heels in a line. Start drawing the abdominals in, sliding the shoulders down the back, reaching through the crown of the head. Lift the arms over your head, and then breathe out as you lift your heels up off the mat. Hold there. Inhale, lower the heels down. Exhale, lift them back out. Try to keep your neck nice and long. Keep those arms right up along those ears. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the last one up, just drawing in with the abdominals. Reach your arms out to the side. Drop your heels down to the mat. Chin to your chest, round your spine, and roll yourself all the way down. Just hanging over your legs. Feel that stretch to the backs of the hamstrings. Start nodding your head. And then shake your head side to side. Good. Bend the knees, get the hands down, and then we're going to walk forward, coming out into your plank. Once you're there, your shoulders are over your hands. Lift the head up, and I want you to step your right foot forward. Keep that knee bent 90 degrees. Don't let the knee touch the mat. Step the left foot forward. Step the right leg back, and the left leg back. No movement through the hips. No movement through the shoulders. Little space under those knees. Pressing into your fingertips. Hollowing the abdominals. 2 more. Right knee forward, left knee forward, right foot back, left foot back. Last one. Right knee forward, forward, back, and back. Then lift your hips high. Press into your heels. Hold your big stretch here. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine. Roll yourself all the way up. Just re-stack one vertebra on top of the other. Shoulders and head up last. And then inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, come up onto the toes, stretching nice and long and tall. Reach the arms out to the side, drop your heels and lace the fingers behind your back. Lift your chest, pull your shoulder blades together, then breathe out, drop your chest forward, let the arms drop away from the body. Legs are straight, have a little check of your feet that the feet are still parallel. Take a big breath in, lifting the chest slightly. And then as you breathe out, drop the chest right down towards those knees. Let the hands fall down towards the mat. Bend your knees, and then once again, we're going to walk out into your plank. As you breathe out, coming forward. Lift the head, squeeze the glutes, zip the core in, and we're going to lift the right leg up nice and high. Drop the right knee under the body to your left elbow. Try to touch the elbow. And reach that toe high to the wall behind you. Knee to opposite elbow. 2 more. Try to keep your standing leg, that left leg straight, so there's no bend in that left knee. Last one, lift. And lower, holding that last one for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Left leg goes up. Left knee to right elbow. Breathe in to lift. And lower. Again, no bend in your right knee. Last 2. And down. And last one. Again, we're going to hold it. Once you're down, take that knee to the elbow. Hold there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank. Lift your hips. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, again articulating, just waking up that spine as you roll all the way up, trying to get every joint moving individually. Inhale, lift the arms up. Last time into your balance. Arms out to your sides, heels down, chin to chest, rolling all the way down. And hang over your legs. And really let the weight of your head really drop down towards the mat. And then bend your right knee with the left leg straight. And bend your left knee with the right leg straight. One more time each way, just alternating bends in the knees. And then bend both knees. Hands to the mat. Walk it forward. Last plank variation. We're going to come down to your elbows. Lace the fingers together. Drop the hips so that they're in line with the shoulders. Lift your head up. And then just lower the right knee down. Lower the left knee down. Lift the right knee up. Lift the left knee up. Right knee touches. Left toe touches. Right knee. And lift and lift. So right knee down. Left knee down. Now imagine you could slide a piece of paper out from under those knees, even when they're on the mat. Hold the next one up. Zip the core, press the mat away, tuck your tailbone slightly, and then drop your left knee first. Follow with the right. Lift the left knee, lift the right knee. You go down, down, up, and up. 2 more. Left knee taps, right knee down, lift, and lift. Last one. Left knee, right knee, lift, lift, and hold. Now zip the inner thighs together. Squeeze your heels tight and just drop the hips to the right. Breathe in through the center, breathe out, drop the hips to the left. Up and over, doing a little rainbow with those hips. Keep your breath flowing, breathing out as you dip towards the mat, breathing in as you center. Last 2. And 1. Back to your plank, lower your knees, sit back onto your heels, stretch your arms, rest your head. Good. Changing position, coming onto your back. I want you to grab your ball. And place the ball between your ankles. Knees above the hips, ribs pointing towards your hips. Draw the abdominals in. Take your hands behind your head. We're going to breathe out, stretch the legs long, squeeze the ball tight as you scoop your belly button down, and then inhale, drop the shoulders, bend the knees. 3 more like that. Shoulders high, legs long, and squeeze as tight as you can. Draw the belly button in, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale down. Last 2. Shoulders high, legs long, squeeze, and release. And with this last one, we're going to add a little twist. So I want you to try to roll that ball between your ankles so the right leg is on top of your left. Squeeze, draw the belly button down, and then lower the legs down and up. 1 more time. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, lift. Take the shoulders back. Bend the knees. Now, if you don't have a ball, just keep like a ball-shaped space between those knees. Or again, you can use a towel. Shoulders up, legs long. Left leg over the right. Inhale, lower the legs down. Exhale, lift. Elbows wide. Shoulders high. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathing in and out. Take the shoulders back. Drop the head down and grab your ball. Pull your knees into your chest. Good. Now I want you to press your ball against your right knee, both hands into the knee. Send your left leg out. Exhale. So we're trying to pop the ball or towel, whatever you have to hand between the hands and the knees. We're going to lift the head, lift the shoulders, and then switch. So you're pulling that knee into the ball, pressing the hands out, opposing forces, trying to squeeze that ball tight, head and shoulders up off the mat, or if you want to modify, you can drop your head down. So just notice those abdominals tightening as you push that ball. Stay there for 4, 3, strong exhale, each push into that ball, 2, and 1. Good, drop the shoulders back, pull your knees in, little rock side to side. Okay. Pop the ball away, lift the toes to the ceiling, hands behind your head, we're gonna lift the shoulders up, belly button down, left leg comes down to the mat. Right leg goes halfway, stretch the leg as long and straight as you can, rotate the toes outward, scoop the belly button in, and circle that right leg. Keeping the shoulders high, keeping the elbows wide, keep your breath flowing. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Get a little higher and reverse your circles. Now you can advance this by hovering your lower leg up. That's going to be a lot more challenge on those abdominals. Make sure you can still maintain the control. Last 3, 2, and hold. Now just stretch the legs a little longer, a little straighter, and then inhale, take the shoulders down, pull your knees in. Okay, second side, toes point up to the ceiling, hands behind the head, heel the shoulders up, draw the abdominals in, and drop your right leg. Left leg goes halfway, stretch, little turn out, small circles, 8, 7. Look at your hips, look at the pelvis, try to keep it perfectly still, keep it from rocking side to side. Keep stretching both legs long, get the shoulders high, elbows wide, hold that top leg, and then reverse your circles, 8 the other way, 7, 6. Option to hover that lower leg, but don't sacrifice that stability to get that leg up. That control must stay in place. Last one, just stretching the legs a little longer, get the shoulders a little higher, and then inhale, take the shoulders back, pull the knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. Good. Now we're going to hug your right knee in, stretch your left leg out, coming into our single leg stretch. Lift the head, lift the shoulders, reach your nose towards your knee, and then switch. Strong exhale with each knee pull. Chin to your chest. Stay here for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull both knees in. Take your hands behind your head, elbows wide, and turn into a crisscross, elbow to knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the last one. 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 4, 3, 2. One more time each way. 4 taps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull your knees and keep your head and shoulders up off the mat. We're going to go straight into a double leg stretch. Both arms, both legs. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, reach. And tuck. We're flowing from one exercise to the next, challenging those abdominals, trying to keep your shoulders high up off the mat, keep your ribs pointing towards your hips. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Drop the head down, hug your knees in. Reach your arms overhead, stretch your legs out long. So you're stretching right through the middle of the mat, lengthening as you inhale. And then as you exhale, lift your hands, lift your head, curl your spine up off the mat, and stretch forward. Breathe in, restack your spine into perfectly straight back, shoulders away from the ears. And then breathe out, round the spine, scoop the abdominals, slowly roll it all the way down. Inhale. And then again, exhale, curling up. Stretch forward, straighten up the back, shoulders down, and then round the spine, point the toes, squeeze the legs together as you come all the way back down. And last one, hands, head, spine, heels up, reach forward, straighten up the back, and come halfway back and hold there. Now roll your shoulders back, lift your chin up, and then twist. Open your arms out, stretch your arms a little longer, inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the right, really reach, look to that back corner of the room. No movement through the feet, no movement through the hips. Breathing out, each twist, stretching the arms long, reaching through the fingertips. So you can go a click lower, a little closer to your mat if you want more challenge through the abdominals. 2 more, breathing out, and then lift that head up. Last one, out and back. Now we're gonna hold here, hold it at the front, both arms. We're gonna go down an inch, and then all the way down to the mat. Big breath in. Good. Now grab your loop and your balls. Let's come up to sitting. I'm going to place the loop around your feet, around both feet, right up around your knees. And come down, back down onto your back, and lift your hips up. Place the ball under the pelvis. So it should be right between your hip bones and tailbone. Not under the curve of your lower back, not sticking out too far from that tailbone. Lift your right knee up, follow it with the left knee. Now lay your hands across your lower abdominals. Draw everything in. Big pelvic floor lift. And we're going to start just pushing the knees out to the side. Both knees moving. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, push out to the side. Inhale back to the center. Now let's take the hands up to the ceiling. So we're challenging the balance a little bit as well. On that stability ball, or it should be called instability ball. The goal is to make you less stable, so you have to force your muscles to compensate. Last one, out and back. Now we're going to do opposite arm and leg. Let's start with right arm, left leg, and then reach the arm and leg long. So toe reaching to the wall in front of you, thumb reaching to the floor behind you. Try to actually touch that thumb down to the floor so you get that arm right up to the ear. Now as we're moving the arm and leg, the other hand and knee do not move. They stay locked in place. Also think about your rib cage, so you can sink your ribs down any deeper into the mat. Think about those abdominals. Imagine you're drawing your hip bones together. So just really get those low abdominals pulling in tight. One more time. Out and back and out and back. Now hold here. Now we're going to do single arm, single leg, but out to the side, opening out like the pages of a book in opposite directions. Inhale, come back to your starting point. Exhale, left arm, right knee. Don't roll over after that knee, and also look down your body. Make sure the standing leg, the one that isn't moving, stays right over the hip. So we're not stretching both knees out like we did at the start. Just a single leg out and back. Opposite arm out and back. Now hold here. I want you to inhale, lower both feet down. Keep the bend in the knees. Exhale, lift the knees back up. Inhale, lower those toes down. Touch, barely, just touch the mat. And then exhale, lift back up. Imagine that ice cream scoopers really scooped and carved out your abdominals. Stay still on that ball and lift. Also, feel free to use your towel if you don't have a ball. Just a little reminder. Last two, inhale down exhale up, and one, breathing in, and out. Pull your knees into your chest, a little bit of a rock side to side, and then take your feet down to the mat. Lift your hips up off of the ball, and I want you to keep that band there. Step your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. So your feet are wider than your hips. If you look down, they should be almost right at the edges of your mat. Press your lower back down, peel your spine all the way up. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Maybe your fingers can even touch your heels. Keep those knees wide, stretching into that loop. Narrow the waist, and then drop the hips down. Exhale, lift. Lower and lift. Stay there for 6, 5. Last 4, 3. Keep pressing out into that loop. 2. Last 1. Hold it nice and high. Little squeeze up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the hips up. Now we're pressing the knees out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now freeze the knees. Lift your right hip and then lift your left hip, pivoting the pelvis right to left. Really get that hip bone up to the ceiling. So there, 8, 7. Squeeze the right glute, then the left. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to combine the moves. The pelvis is level once again. Hips go down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in. Again, 8, lift, out, in, and 7, in. Last 6, lift, full range of motion, low to high, out and in. 3 more. Last 2, and 1, lift, out, in, hold, breathe in, reach the arms all the way to the wall behind you, back to the hands, touch the floor, breathing out, drop the rib cage down first, middle, back, second, 1 vertebra at a time, dropping down into the mat, and then take the hands back along your sides, lift your head, lift your shoulders, and now we're turning it into an abdominal exercise. I want you to reach that hand to the outside of your ankle, tapping side to side, stay there, 8, drawing the belly button in, ribs towards your hips, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your hand through your loop. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head. Cross. Touch the knees. Stretch that loop wide. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the head, hands back along your sides. Walk them down the mat, taking the shoulders away from the ears, and then come up onto your tiptoes, heels high. Lower back presses into the mat. We're going to take the hands to the lower abdominals, pull everything in, big pelvic floor lift, almost pushing the sides of the waist together. Another inhale to hold. And then as you exhale, start peeling that spine slowly up off the mat, articulating every joint in the spine. High onto your tiptoes, heels are up. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Button your ribs a little tighter towards your ribs, towards your hips, and then inhale, lower the hips down, exhale, lift, down and up. Full range of motion, squeezing, toes are towards the edges of your mat, nice and wide, wider than your hips, stretching those knees out into that loop. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Little tiny pulse at the top, up and then down. 8, 7, little squeezes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now lift the right hip, left hip, pivoting side to side. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Square the hips, button the ribs a little tighter, and then pulse the knees out and in big, wide movements. Staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5. Narrowing the waist. 3, 2. Now we combine. We go down, up, out, in, low, high, wide, in. 6 more. And 5, 4, squeeze. 3, out, in, 2, narrow waist. Check the shoulders aren't hunting to the ears. Last one, out and in. And breathe in, reach the arms all the way behind you. Backs the hands touch the floor. And then breathe out, melt your spine all the way down. Wrap your hands around your knees, hug your knees into your chest, kind of circle your feet around, lift your head, and roll yourself up to sitting. Feel free to grab a quick sip of water as we change position. We're going to keep the loop in place, but flip you over to all fours. Next, I want you to take your ball and place it under your left knee. Tuck the toes under. We're gonna stretch that right leg back. So we've got two different things going on here. So we've got that ball under the knee, which just creates that instability that we're gonna have to use muscles to hold. And we've got the resistance at the back of the leg. Lift the leg up and down, high to low. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4. Really kick that heel back. Keep this moving leg really long and straight. Last 2 and 1. Take the toe down to the mat. Now we come out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the leg up, bend and extend. 8. So lift it going to the back wall. 7, 6, 5, 4. Full extension each time. Heel stays in line with the hip. Last 2 and 1. Take the toe down to the mat. Zip the belly button up and away. Slide the toe to the corner mat. Rotate your leg out and lift and lower. 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Last 4, 3. Big squeeze at the top. Each time 2. Squeeze and hold. Last 1, and then drop the right knee down. Take the ball out from under that left knee. Just sit back onto your heels just to stretch your arms, stretch your shoulders. Circle the wrists a couple of times. And then we're going to change sides. So that ball's going to come under the right knee. You need to have the toes tucked under, the toes taking some of that weight to stay still on that ball. Extend your left leg out, zip the belly button up and away, pelvic floor lifting, and then lift the leg up and down, high to low. Stay there. 6 and 5. Look off the end of the mat. Keep your ears in line with your shoulders. Exhale with each lift. Last 2 and 1. Toes back down to the mat. Lift the ribs up and away. Tap out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Think about that rainbow with that toe. Keep the energy in the movement. Make it big. And 1. Foot comes back in line with the hip. Now lift the leg up, bend and extend. Fold the heel in, stretch it out. Stay there. 6, 5. Full extension each time. Really get the back of that knee up to the ceiling. 3, 2. Last 1. Extend and hold. Take the toe down to the mat. Last set, we slide the toe to the corner of the mat, point the toe, turn the knee up, lift and lower. Get that squeeze at the top. If your band may have rolled up like mine just did, try to stay with it. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the left knee, kick the ball away, and sit back onto your heels. Good. Slide your hands back, sit up tall, wrap the hands behind your back, lift the arms, lift the chest, and lace the fingers in front, round the shoulders. The arms over your head, and then reach out to the sides. We're just going to come back to sitting. Let's take the loop away. And grab your ball. We're going to need the ball again. We're going to place the ball under your feet. Feet together, knees together, your heels are digging into that ball. Knees zip tight, hands on the mat. We're gonna breathe out, lift your hips up, narrow the waist, squeeze, inhale down. Exhale, lift, and lower. Stay there for 6, and 5. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold the next one up, little squeezes at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips back down. Just press, kind of kick the ball away. Take the feet and knees back together. So again, zip tight, no daylight between those legs. You're gonna breathe out, press your lower back down, peel the spine all the way up. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet, and then drop the hips down and up. For 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips down. I want you to pull your knees into your chest and then extend your leg and see if you can reach your feet close to the floor behind you. Now lift those toes up to the ceiling And then slowly roll your spine down, lift your head, and come into a balance. Lift the feet, lift the arms, click the shoulders back. Take your hands back down to the mat, reach those toes behind you, try to touch the floor if you can, then lift all the way up to the ceiling, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, and then roll it slowly down and nail your balance. Shoulders back. 2 more times. Hands to the mat, feet reaching behind you, maybe flexing the feet, getting a little more stretch to the hamstrings and lifting the toes up, pointing the toes, lifting nice and high. Round the spine, roll it back down into your balance. Last one, hands to the mat, toes reaching behind. Lift the legs up, scoop the abdominals in, hold, and then exhale back into your balance. Once you're here, just click the shoulders back, lift the chin up, open the arms and legs. Breathing in and out. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the backs of the knees, shoulders back. We're going to lift that chest. We're going to take your right hand to the left knee. Left hand reaches behind you. Look over the shoulder and try to extend the legs up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back to the center as we bend the knees again. Hold the backs of the knees, draw the knees a little closer to the chest. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand reaches back to the right corner of the room, and then extend those toes up to the ceiling. If you can, hold. Inhale, soften the knees, drop the feet, come back to your midline. Sit up a little taller, and then one more time, each side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the back corner of the room. Stretch the legs up. Inhale, pull the knees in a little tighter. Lift the chest a little prouder. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand reaches behind. Toes up to the ceiling. And then feet down to the mat. And sit up nice and tall. Just have a little stretch here. Good. We're going to come up to standing now. I always like to try to challenge people to stand without using your hands. Good skill to have for long life. So to do some balancing and some leg exercises, we're going to start what I call an active stand. So your feet are hip width apart, toes and heels in a line. Zip the core in just as we start the class. Just nice, strong posture. Step your right foot forward, lift your back heel up. Drop that back knee and toes at almost a 90-degree bend, parallel to the floor. Inhale, lift, and lower. Chest is up, chin is up, open the collarbone, bring shoulders to the sides of the room. Keep the weight on the front heel to keep any kind of niggles or any issues happening with that back knee. So that right heel is pressing into the mat. Your right glute is working. Hold the next one down. Tuck your tailbone slightly, pulse it low. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to lift that back foot. Drop your chest. Have your hands along your sides. Hold. Breathe in. Come into your lunge. Dropping that back knee. Breathe out into your balance. Chest low. Back leg high. Hands along your sides. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last 2. And lift. And 1. With this last one, we're going to actually reach the arms in front of you as you stretch that leg behind. So reaching from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. Then take the hands, still balancing back to your sides. And then drop back into your lunge. Now lift your front heel up. We're still on the same side, but both heels are up now. Up and down. Full range of motion. High to low. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Next one, we hold it down, tuck the tailbone, little pulse to finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then just freeze, hang here for a little while longer, heel a little high, front heel, back knee a little lower, sit a little taller, zip the core a little tighter, and then stretch your legs out, shake them out. Walk to the end of your mat. Nice active stand again. Think about posture, ribs to hips, core strong. Step your left foot forward, lift your back heel. Square the hips, drop that right knee down and up. Low to high. Think puppet strings lifting you up, dropping you back down. Stay there for 4, 3, 2. Hold it low, zip the core tight, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then up into your balance, drop the chest, lift the back foot. Inhale, back to your lunge. Exhale, lift. Hold, shoulder blades together, stretch that toe. Inhale, bend. 2 more like this. And down. Lift. And lower. And with this last one, arms go out in front. Back leg goes up, stretching from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. Reach your hands back to your sides. And then drop it back into your lunge, dropping that back knee down. Lift your front heel up. Last set, high to low for 8, 7, shoulders back, think posture, ribs to hips. 4, last 3, 2, holding it down low, 8, pulses, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze, just hanging there, heel a little higher, back knee a little lower, zip the core a little tighter, and breathe, holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch your legs. Step your feet back together. Give them a little bit of a shake. We're going to balance on your right foot. Left foot into your hand, knees together, hips forward, and lift the arm up. Good. Change sides. Balance on your left foot. Right foot into your hand, knees together, hips forward. Heel into the seat. Arm reaching up to the ceiling. Okay, we're going to come back down to the mat, and we're going to come onto your side. We're going to need that loop again. So loop comes right up around your knees. And just slide yourself all the way down onto your side with both feet up off the mat. We're going to lift the top leg a touch higher, draw the belly button in, lift your pelvic floor, lift the hand to the ceiling, and then small circles with that top leg, 8 circles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it, 8 the other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now scissor both legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs back together. Flex your feet. Lift the top up and down. 8. Big lifts. 7, 6, and 5. Keep your neck nice and long. Every now and then just lift your head and place it back down. Just stretching, lengthening the neck. Make sure your ears are right above your shoulders. Hold that leg high and pulse it a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point your toes. Come up onto your elbows, shoulder back, and then bend the knee. Knee points up to the ceiling, and then slide that toe back along the lower leg. Bend and extend. Stay there for 4. Really open the knee out, knee points up to the ceiling. Last 2. And down, and 1. And down. Now we're going to bend that lower leg and drop it down to the mat. We're going to do some big circles with the top leg. 4 big circles. 3. Last 2, no movement through the pelvis, shoulder back, nice proud chest. Last 1, hold it there, stretch from the tip of the toe to the crown of the head, reverse your circles, 4 the other way. And 3, last 2, and 1. Good, now just kick that leg forward and back. And again, forward and back. Foot in line with hip for 3, 2, last 1, and back and down. Just drop your top knee forward, pat out any tension through that top hip, and then stretch your arms up nice and wide. Back of the hands reaching to the floor. Circle the arm over your head in front of the arm in front of you. Back to that back wall. Reverse your circles 2 the other way. And then take your knees back together, and we're going to flip over to the other side. Send your arm, head rests on the outstretched arm, shoulders back, so your ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles are all in a line. Lift both feet up off the mat, zip the belly button in, lift your top leg a little higher. Let's balance, reaching that top hand to the ceiling, and small circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, no movement through the lower legs, slow movement, small circles. Hold the last one, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Again, think about every now and then lifting that head, making sure it's not creeping in front of those shoulders. Last one. Now zip the core a little tighter, scissor both legs like they're running along tracks. 8, 7, no bend, no, don't flare the ribs, no bend in the knees. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back together. Zip the core and tight. Lift the top leg up. 8 and 7. Big lift. That lower leg is still just hovering up off the mat. That's 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Little pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the legs back together. Prop your head up onto your elbow. Pull your shoulder blades together behind your back. And then bend the knee. Knee points up to the ceiling. Open your hips out. Bend and extend. So getting that full mobility in your hips. Trying to lift that knee to the ceiling. So really opening that knee out. Stay there for 4. Lower leg is strong. Pointing through that toe. Lifting your kneecap. Engaging your quad. Last 2 and 1. Now we're going to drop the lower leg, slight bend in that knee, and do 4 big circles, big all the way up and around. Leg like a compass. 2, no movement through the pelvis or your upper body. Let's hold that last one, stretch everything a little longer, and then reverse your circles 4 the other way. And 3, last 2, and 1, and then drop your knee forward. Reach your arms out wide. And just circle the arm all the way over your head. Pass the front arm down, past your legs, and back. One more big circle in that direction. And then 2 circles the other way. Good. Okay, let's take the knees back together. We're going to do a little bit of upper body before we finish lying on our front. So let's take the loop away. And we're going to start with some triceps. So fingertips point in towards your hips, hands directly beneath your shoulders, knees are hip width apart. I want you to bend your elbows and pull them in towards each other. Extend the arms, bend and extend. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, stretching, squeezing with each lift. Last 2, 1, and hold. Now lift your hips high, squeeze the glutes, zip the core in tight, and again, go down and up. Bend the elbows and extend, elbows pulling in towards each other. Staying here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now we're going to dial it up one more time. Lift one knee up, and again, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch the legs, left knee up, zip the core tight. Again, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down, one last set. We're going to bend your elbows and then flutter them together behind your back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch the arms out, sweep your hips between your hands, lift the arms up, and pull the elbow in. And breathe. Other hand reaches behind your back. Try to connect the fingertips together. And breathing in. Switch the elbows. Left elbow in. Right hand together. Right hand behind your back. Trying to get those fingertips together. And breathe. Now spin yourself around onto your front. But step your knees to the edges of your mat. Wide. Toes together behind your back. Drop your hips forward, zip the core in tight, and angle your fingertips in towards each other. Drop your chest down and lift. Keep the head lifted, looking off the end of the mat or even to that wall in front of you. Lead with your chest, but take the hips down with you. Stay there for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Extend and hold. Check your shoulders are down away from the ears with a nice long neck. Zip the core a little tighter. Come halfway down. Hold. 1 click lower and hold. Leading with that chest low as you can. Holding there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up the arms. Check your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale halfway down and hold. A little lower. Hold. A little lower still, hold there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up, shoulders down. Last set, halfway down to hold. 1 click lower, and then as low as you can, holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back onto your heels, stretch your arms, and breathe. Okay, come forward all the way down onto your front. Have your hands stacked one on top of the other, rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Scoop your belly button up away from the mat, and then lift your chest with the hands stuck to your forehead. Lift high to low. So there's 6, 5, 4, feet down, keep the core tight. 3, shoulders away from the ears. Last 2, hold this one up. Reach your arms out wide, keep the chest high, then lift your legs up. Stretch with the fingers, stretch with the toes. Flutter the arms and legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Take everything and touch higher, stretch a little longer. 1 more set. Zip the core intact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Take your hands back along your sides. Back to the hands touch the floor. Lift the chest. Turn the pinkies together. Shoulder blades together. Inhale down. And lift. And lower. Then here for 4. And 3. Last 2. Lift the last one up. Lace the fingers together behind the back. Lift your legs up. Holding there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the legs, drop the hands, drop the chest. Inhale. And then chest up. Hands together. Lift the legs up and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale down. This time, let's walk your feet together. Heels touching, toes turned out. You got a little feet between your heels. Your legs are like a mermaid tail. Lift the chest, lace the fingers, reach the hands down the sides of your legs. Squeeze the inner thighs. Hold there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, drop the chest and the feet. Last one, chest up. Hands together, heels together. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back onto your heels, stretching your back out, rest your head. Come up to all fours, tuck one knee under your body, slide the other leg back, looking up to the ceiling. And then drop your elbows down, drop down to your chest, turn onto one cheek, really melting down into the floor. And come up out of that stretch, just walking your hands back into the body, uncross your left foot, tuck your right foot under, turn the knee out to the edge of your mat, slide the left leg back, look up to the ceiling, open the shoulders wide, big inhale, and then exhale down to your elbows, down to the chest, open the elbows wide, turn onto your cheek. Good, come back to the starting point. You're going to come up onto your knees and just step your left foot forward. Just lean forward into those hips. Pull the shoulders back. And then just shift your weight back. Lift the toe on that front foot and drop your chest down towards that leg. Just really holding here. And then lift the back foot as you hinge forward. If you can reach that hand to your foot, try to pull it into your body. Then drop the foot and turn towards your knee for a little twist through your spine. So opposite elbow to knee. Good, hands back, and we're going to change sides. We're starting on the knees. Step the right knee forward, hands on that knee as we drop the hips forward, getting that stretch to the front of your left hip flexor. And then step it back, lift the toe, get that front knee straight, and exhale is pulling you back by the hips. Dropping that chest over the knee. And then take it forward, lift the back foot. See if you can connect the hand to the foot and pull it in to get that quad stretch, but don't force it. If you have any pain in your knee, press to skip this one or just hold it really small, just with that foot up. And then the last one, we let that foot drop down. Turn the elbow to the outside, and then you get that nice stretch twist through your spine. Hands either side of the foot. Come to all fours. Drop your chin to your chest, breathing out. We're going to draw a circle with your rib cage. The circle out to the right, down to the bottom, to the left, and up. Reverse your circle to the left, to the bottom, to the right, and up. One more circle each way. Really find every corner of that circle. Always finishing at the top in that cat stretch. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees, press into your heels, tailbone up to the ceiling, arch the back, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Wrap around the backs of the legs, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Let the hands hang, soften your knees, scoop the belly button up and away, and just slowly start restacking your spine in your own time, coming all the way up to standing. I'm going to zip your heels together, so we got the inner thighs connected, arms up overhead, up into a balance, holding here, and then reach your arms out to the side, and just swing out. Good. Well done for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. Hope you enjoyed that stretch, a bit of strengthening. We'll take tomorrow off, and we'll be back on Monday morning at 9:15. See you soon.